LeBron James is an absolute machine. Whereas most of his 2003 draft classmates are starting to slow down, LeBron at 33 played in all 82 regular season games this year and played at an MVP level. He's playing out of his mind in this year's playoffs and is putting up ridiculous stats and already has 2 buzzer beater game-winning shots against the Raptors. LeBron has avoided long-term injury throughout his entire career despite literally always making a deep playoff run year in and year out with 7 consecutive NBA Finals appearances. What's even more impressive, he's only played in less than 70 games twice in his entire career, and one of those seasons was during the NBA lockout. So every year he's playing the maximum amount of games and avoiding injury. He's certainly a talent to behold and a player we can learn a lot from. However, this is really no coincidence though, because given the footage of his recent workouts, LeBron not only trains hard, but he trains smart, something a lot of young basketball players simply don't do anymore. Today I'm going to explain the method behind the bizarre pregame workouts you've seen LeBron performing. In breaking these down, I'm going to primarily be referencing the methods used by Nick Curson of Speed of Sport, the best performance trainer in the game, who I'm also certified under. First, let's take a look at his bubble workouts. I know a lot of you guys saw this on Instagram and thought it was kind of weird. These bubbles are not only used to develop ankle stability throughout a variety of different joint angles, but they're used to develop one of the most important and neglected parts of the human body required for performance, the feet. The unpredictable surface of the bubbles provides and develops proprioception in the feet. Proprioception is a sense of the relative position of one's own parts of the body and strength of effort being employed in movement. In other words, developing proprioception establishes a connection to the feedback between your feet and the floor. In a game where the shoes we wear actually diminish this connection and stability, exercises similar to this, like slant boards and pipe walks, are very important. Think about it, your feet initiate all movements required in any athletic performance. So having weak feet is a common cause for other problems up the kinetic chain. The next is the physio ball, one of the, if not the best tools in athletic performance training. Using the physio ball in combination with correct movement patterns allows the entire body to work as a coordinated unit as it strengthens and stabilizes. This is essentially the opposite of an isolated movement exercise, which strengthens only the targeted muscular group. This leads to muscular imbalance and thus injury. We call this workout good mornings, and as most of my players know, we do these all the time. They are one of the best workouts for lower back and spine mobility, stabilizing, and strengthening. The lower back is an area notoriously neglected by weight training, and it often leads to injury. While LeBron is clearly jacked, I rarely see him training with weights, and if he is, he's using light weights with explosive movement patterns. I'm not saying traditional weight training is bad, far from it, but lifting to failure and for size simply isn't enough for basketball. In addition, players who I've worked with who've exclusively trained for size always get hurt, and that's due to a lot of muscular imbalances throughout the entire body. Also, if lifting for mass was ideal for basketball, the NBA would be populated with guys who look like Triple H or Brock Lesnar. These body types are simply not fit to meet the physical demands specific for the NBA. The fact that Kevin Durant couldn't bench press 180 pounds even one time before he got drafted should tell you a lot. It's pretty difficult to get young players to buy into this philosophy, however. A lot of young players want to look jacked, they want to look good, they want to build their gym muscles, but as a coach or a trainer, it's your responsibility to help these guys realize that they're damaging their bodies and their careers. Anyways, like I said earlier, the best in the performance training game is Nick Curson. If you want to learn more, I strongly recommend buying his program ATP Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'll put a link in the description. And this is the protocol I use with my players every single year, and it's game changing. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.